Okay. So let's get into some of the foundations of link building. Guy, what is anchor text?
Anchor text is the clickable word in the HTML hypertext tag. So if you see, it's what you can read in the link.
And why do we care about anchor text?
Because Google, in fairness to Google, we're always beating up on Google, but Google has gotten a lot better at understanding links. And one of the things that they do read is the text in the link. And so if your link says, click here, Google doesn't know what that link's about. But if your link says, name of your law firm, or if it says Chicago personal injury lawyer, that helps Google understand what that link is about. Part of the equation, lots of signals, not claiming to be an algorithm expert, but to Conrad's point, it does matter.
Okay, next question. What are paid links and why do we care about that, Guy?
So Google's official policy is don't pay for links. And in fact, historically, if you paid for links and Google found out about it, they could hit you with a penalty, and they still can. But since some of their search algorithm updates, they've actually reduced the likelihood that you're going to get some kind of algorithmic link penalty, in my view. You still can get a manual action. But for me, there's a little bit more. So it's really obvious if you're out there and you're like, Google's got emails from you paying for links, right? Agreeing to pay for links. That's obvious. I think it gets a little more nuanced when you start to get in the area.
You mean in your Google-driven email?
Yeah, right. In your Google account, your Gmail. But I think it's a little more nuanced when you're like, I paid a writer to write something and they publish it, or I paid for a sponsorship, or I paid
for a directory listing?
Paid for a directory listing. Those I think are a little bit more, I think Google's official state position would be, those are all paid. End of the day, Google, if you don't like those links, figure out how to stop them from causing sites to rank, because I don't care what you say, see it all the time, and those bad boys are ranking.
Okay, last definitional question for you. Can you talk about internal links and link sculpting and why we care?
So internal links, so when we talk about links, the default link is an external link. That means a link from another website linking to your website, linking to one of your web pages, another web page somewhere else on the web linking to one of your pages. When we talk about internal links, what we mean are links on your website linking to other pages. So, if you got your navigational links, those are all internal links. Maybe you got footer links, those are all internal links. And then contextual links, right? So you're writing a blog post and you're writing about something that you want to reference, something that you wrote about earlier, you link back to it. And the way I think about that is, and really I think about links in general is they're kind of like case citations, if that helps. And so an internal link would be like you're citing something else somewhere else in your brief. I guess that's a little bit counterintuitive, but an external link would be like a case citation from another case, just from another website. And so historically, search SEOs figured out that if you actually manipulated your internal link structure, maybe every time you say the word personal injury lawyer, you turn that into a link to your personal injury page, that would shape the authority, the page rank of those pages. I will say this, I'm not big on page rank sculpting, but this is internal linking is a regular huge missed opportunity for law firm websites. For whatever reason, whether it's the marketing people or the places that are building these sites, there's not a lot of thought put into the internal link structure, and it makes a huge difference. Money.